Visiting Sparks Toyota, and I'm checking out a 2018 Toyota Camry in the XLE trim level. Now this one is also in the new brownstone color, which I think looks fantastic, so let's go ahead and check it out. This Camry is sitting on 235/45 hand-cooked tires, wrapped around, silver painted alloy wheels. Nice and classy looking, matching the car, quite nice in my opinion. It also has four-wheel disc brakes with ventilated disc rotors in the front and solid disc rotors in the back. Okay, looking at the front, love the color, man. Hopefully the sun shining on it will give you the true context of the color. It looks great. So that brownstone color is wrapped around the entire grille there. It's all body colored. And then the bottom portion, which is different from the other trim, some of the other trim levels, it's that kind of cross member there and that's in gray. So that's a gray color. And then up here is a gloss black there in the center portion of the grille. Parking sensors across the front and the back. There's one of them right there. You see they kind of wrap around the front. And all the lighting on this vehicle is LED. So the headlights are in a projector housing, LED powered for your low and your high beams out of the same projector tube. You see your turn signals are LEDs and your daytime running lights. This is what the key looks like. It's a proximity key system designed to keep in your pocket and use the vehicle without taking it out of your pocket, which is nice. It does have the lock and unlock button, the ability to unlock the trunk, and a panic button there. It beeps the horn, flashes the lights. It also has a physical button or physical key on the inside in case it need that. But typically, it's designed just to keep it in your pocket, and you can walk up to the car and lock and unlock the doors by placing your hand right here to lock it. To unlock it, you just place your hand behind the handle. It has a sensor behind the handle. As long as this key is within a close proximity of this door, it could be in your pocket or a bag or whatever, you can lock and unlock the door. Okay, so let's look at the profile. So this one has the chrome around the windows. You can see the windows there have the chrome accenting it. Has a turn signal indicator there on the side mirror, and a side marker and LED there in the back. And just overall, classy looking car. Here's the inside of the passenger side door. So it has a two-tone, black with the light tan interior, which is nice. Soft to the touch up here. Down here around your arm, all around here is a soft to the touch. And check it out, it has that, the handle is a metallic with an accent that just follows through from that, which is nice. Then you have a kind of a matte black surface there around the controls and a storage pocket, place to put your water. But look how it extends here in the front. Kind of allows you to put a cell phone or something there that's easy to get to there in the more forward position. There's your threshold with a plastic sill plate and power seats here for the passenger. Power heated seats, by the way. So they're leather trim seats. So you have the solid leather here, and then you have the perforations there in the center portion. Hopefully you can see that. A little bit of a different color accent here in the center portion, which is neat. Kind of brown, I guess, matching the exterior of the car. Plenty of leg room. It has like a Berber carpet floor mat. And no tapering or anything. It's just straight on out, giving you plenty of leg room. Soft to the touch dash. And right in here, soft to the touch. And check it out, it's kind of like a simulated wood or something right in this area. Hopefully you can see that. And then it has the metallic accent right above it. Locking glove compartment, and it has a kind of like a shelf glove compartment, a little bit different from the average one, and a little door in the back to help. That's where you change your cabin filter. Okay, here's the inside of the back door, and it's soft to the touch up here around your arm, just like the front door, as opposed to down here. And then you have that metallic accent, just like the front, looking really nice. And that contrast stitching, it's hard to tell, but it kind of looks like the exterior of the color of the vehicle, that brown. There's your threshold. Now the back seats are a bench seat, designed for 3 passengers, and even with the front seat all the way back, you still have a significant amount of legroom for the most part. A little bit of a hump there in the center though. You have an armrest with cup holders that fold down in case you need that. Has the latch system for car seats, also called ISOFIX. Now these seats can fold down to add to the cargo space in the back if you need to do that. Okay, looking at the back of the vehicle, you can see it's nice and smooth on top. There's no protruding antennas or anything. And it has a little bit of a swoop to the trunk lid, similar to a deck lid spoiler, but not actually. LED tail lights, everything. Turn signal, backup light, parking light, everything. All LEDs. Has a single exhaust here on the right side. And the camera is right in the center position, which is nice. Parking sensors across the back. There's one right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up the trunk. There's a little button here on the far right. Just push that, and it pretty much goes all the way up for you. And you notice it goes really far back. So that way you give you access to the trunk better. All right. I'm going to put all the volumes and measurements and everything in the description so you can read all the specs. But just to give you a visual reference here, it's pretty good size. I mean, they kind of push out as much as they can as far as giving you the most cargo volume back here as they can. Little tie downs here on the sides for a net pocket or whatever. Those seats fold down, and right in here is the split, so you can have a 60-40. You can fold down one or the other, so you can add to your cargo space while maintaining some passenger space. And you fold them down using these little levers right there. You pull it, it releases the seat, then you walk around and you can fold the seat down. So this lifts up, and it has a little place to hang it. And there's your tools for your spare tire, and you can lift this up, and there's your spare tire. Has a locking fuel door here on the driver's side, which is nice and convenient. And has a traditional cap with a little tether and a place to hang the cap while you're pumping gas there on the inside of the door. To start it up, as long as you have the key inside the vehicle, it can be in your pocket or a purse or a bag or whatever. Put your foot on the brake and push this button right here. It starts it right up. Here's the floorboard in front of the driver's seat. Now you notice the floor mat hooks in place in 2 places, keeping it in place and not sliding around on you. Then your accelerator and brake pedal, you notice the accelerator pivots there at the bottom, and you have a footrest here on the far left. So let's go ahead and take a look under the hood. To open the hood, there's a little latch here to the right of the center, and you just kind of move it up and over, like so. And it releases the hood, and the hood pretty much goes up the rest of the way by itself after a little bit of help. So here's the engine compartment, and there's the battery that's right there, easy to get to. Has a seal basically around the hood. So you can see there's a rubber seal there across the back, and then it comes around here, and then the front portion is actually on the hood. So this helps with airflow going in the direction that the vehicle is designed to go. Also helps with noise and things like that. So your strut towers right in here, they have a brace that braces them together. So it goes across and they're connected together with that metal brace, stabilizing, helps with vibration and a little bit more stability and stuff like that. Okay, so this is a 4-cylinder engine, 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. Exhaust is out of the back, and the intake is there in the front. That way it kind of channels the heat away and out of the engine compartment as you're driving. So it's 203 horsepower, 184 pound-feet of torque, paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission, electronically controlled automatic transmission. Inside of the driver's side door is just like the other side, except for it has a few more buttons. All 4 windows are automatic, 1 touch down and 1 touch up. Door lock controls and your side mirrors are adjusted with that little joystick. Driver's side seat is powered with power lumbar adjustments, so they got a little bit extra, making the passenger jealous, I think. Driver's special, I suppose. Okay, this is for your auto high and dimmer for your high beams. Traction control, you can turn it off as default is on. Ability to open up the trunk and open up your fuel door. A little storage space right in here for some change too. And it also has a tilt and a telescoping steering column. Here on the side mirror is a blind spot monitor system indicator. I'm gonna go ahead and make it flash so you can see what I'm talking about. So that will illuminate when there's a vehicle in your blind spot. Now there's one on both sides, on your driver and your passenger side mirror. And when there's a vehicle in your blind spot while you're going, driving on the highway or whatever, it will illuminate. It also will illuminate if you're backing out of a parking space and there's a vehicle coming from either side. So it'll let you know, the rear cross traffic alert system will let you know if there's a vehicle coming in. Okay, let's take a look here on the inside. Wow, love the interior. Really impressive with the 2018 model. I think they just completely redesigned this vehicle this year, and they just did a great job, I think. So I have the seat really far back, further back than I would normally drive. So you can raise and lower the seat and all that stuff. But I'm 6 feet tall, and I can put the seat so far back I can't even barely touch the pedals, and I can't touch the footrest here with my left foot. I mean, it's just way out there. So just to give you an idea of the possibility of the legroom possibility and roominess in the driver's seat anyway. Okay, so, and also the knee room is good too. Okay, so the steering wheel, it's a leather wrap steering wheel with a stitching on the inside, and you have little bolsters there. Metallic accents. You also have the metallic accents dividing up these little buttons right here. On the top, you have the cruise control with the radar adaptive cruise control. So once it's on, you can adjust your distance with this button right here. You can adjust the distance between you and the vehicle in front of you right there, and kind of give you an idea of the indicators there. I think it's 1 car length per bar, and you just push that button. Now this has a lane departure assist feature, so this will actually turn the steering wheel. If you start to get out of your lane, you can turn that feature on or off right there. All right, and this side we'll get to these buttons. These correspond with the screen between the gauges going through the menu, and I'll show you that in a second. There's your Bluetooth control there as far as answering calls and receiving calls, and then you have your voice recognition for making calls and controlling your radio and things, volume for your radio, different audio source for your radio, and then changing through your presets on your radio or audio tracks. Turn signal, the windshield wiper controls are on this side, turn signals on this side. Then you have your headlight controls here, daytime running light off, automatic parking, and then on. Okay, so looking at the gauges here, check it out. It has the white dials with the white lettering and the black background, giving you a nice, crisp, something for your eyes to focus on when transitioning from the road to the gauges here. RPMs are on the left side with your engine coolant temperature, and your speedometer on the right with your fuel gauge. Here in the center is a multi-information screen. Gives you lots of information actually. So has indicators on which features is turned on. You also have a digital speedometer there, and on the left side of these little icons showing you which screen you're in and outside temperature, what gear you're in, and your trips there. So as I scroll up or down, so I scroll down, it goes to the next icon here on this left side, and now we're looking at the tire pressure. I scroll to the right, and it gives us basically what's turned on as far as your safety systems and what zone is activated. Scrolling down again goes into your settings. You can select the feature that you want to go into and change the settings on. You can also go in here and change from miles per hour to kilometers per hour and all that. All right, scrolling down again, this takes you up to that top icon. Looks like a little leaf. This is your fuel economy information. Also, you have an eco indicator with a distance to empty gauge right there. So to give you an idea, it has all these little icons and allows you to go into them and find out information. Now, you don't have to go through all this. It's just there in case you want to use it. Okay, so four-way flashers are here. You have a physical volume knob and tune through the stations. Nice big knob there. Of course, you have the audio controls on the steering wheel too. Okay, so here is your touchscreen. So this one has the little red backgrounds, and right now we're in the home screen. You have these physical buttons here on the sides to access certain features quickly. So the home screen has a division of your phone, your radio, and also your eco trip computer. Also has a digital clock. So we go to menu, and then we can go into audio if we want. So you have your presets down here, what your station you're on. You can adjust the sound. You can adjust the source of your audio, so Bluetooth, USB auxiliary, AM or FM. All right, let's go back to the menu. Once you can pair a phone there, you can go into apps right here. Now the Intune app suite is, you have to pair your cell phone and activate it, so nothing's gonna happen right now, but I'll provide some information, like a link in the description, explaining what the Intune does. Let's go back to the menu. And you go to information here. This is your trip information, and you notice there's another button here. It goes to the same spot, the info. So that gives you like a trip computer, average speed, average time, range, and then what your fuel economy has been in the last 15 minutes or so. Let's go back, and then you can go into setup. This is where you can go in and adjust all your settings here. Pair of phones, all that kind of stuff. Adjust your clock. And then there's the physical buttons there on the right side. Okay, so down here is your climate control. So you have your temperature for your driver, temperature for your passenger. It's a dual zone. You can sync them, or you can have them completely separate. Fan speed, where you want the air to blow, air conditioning, recirculate the air. You also have your front and your rear defroster, and the rear defroster will turn on your heated side mirrors at the same time when you turn that on. So down here is the USB and auxiliary inputs, as well as a 12-volt power supply, like so. And a little storage space right here with a rubber portion in the bottom, and this actually opens up. And you have a larger compartment right in here. There's your cup holders. It's all open in the middle. Okay, so here's your shifter. So let's go ahead and put it in reverse so you can check out the backup camera. It is active guidelines there on the screen, which you can turn on or off if you want. As I turn the steering wheel, the lines will move. You can also get different views here. That's a real wide view. It's more of a standard view. And then you can turn your lines on or off there. Continuing down, there's neutral, there's drive. That's your normal drive position, and you put over here in sport mode if you want, and you can change through the gears manually by like a ratchet shifter, and you'll know what gear you're in because it'll show right here on the little information screen. At any time, you can just slide it back to drive, and it'll take over the shifting for you. Different drive modes: eco, normal, and sport. Of course, sport gives you more performance over fuel economy, and eco does the opposite, gives you more economy and less performance, and then normal is kind of a blend. Brake hold feature, this is where you can stop at a stop light or traffic or whatever, and you don't have to hold the brake. It'll just basically hold it for you until you push the accelerator when that's turned on. Electronic parking brake is here. Pull it up to activate it, push it down to deactivate it. You do have to push and hold the brake with your foot in order to deactivate it though. Heated seat controls here, so 3-stage, high, medium, and low for your passenger and your driver. soft to the touch armrests. Nice and soft. It does bottom out eventually, but it is nice and soft there on the surface. This lifts up. Then you have a storage compartment here. Yeah, I think you can see in there pretty good right now. It has this little felt lining, but it doesn't really, camera doesn't focus on it well. And then there's 2 USB ports right here. Now this is just for charging, not for playing music through the radio or anything. Rear view mirror is an auto dim rear view mirror, which you can turn that feature on or off. Has a digital compass there and your home link controls. Interior light controls LED, so you have little quick reading lights for either side. You can turn on all your interior lights by pushing that button, or have them turn on with the door with that button. And right here's a place to put your shades, a nice and big place, like you can put Hollywood sunglasses in there or something. And then it has like this, you know, protective foam material, but right in this bottom portion it doesn't have it, just there on the back. Visors have mirrors. It also has a little extension here. Okay, let's look at the visibility in the back. So you just have plenty of glass there, and headrest getting away a little bit, but not too bad. Of course, you have sensors and all that, back cameras to help you out. Really interesting, you know, kind of wood, kind of fake wood, I guess you can say, but it has this really unique style to it. I don't know how to explain it. Hopefully the camera, I don't think the camera up till now has really been able to show it very well, so hopefully this will help. Okay, there you have it, 2018 Toyota Camry. So thank you for watching. Thank you to Sparks Toyota here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and I'll see you guys next time.